Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Brittany coming at you fast with another Paragon in-depth hero guide. And today, we're going to be looking at Gadget, the Gizmo gal. Finally, we came across to making this video. It's been a while, but finally we made it. And I do have a quick disclosure. This is actually V27 gameplay. Okay, this is not V28. I recorded this gameplay the day before the V28 update that unexpectedly surprised a lot of us. So it is still that time gameplay, and I need to give you guys a disclosure that Gadget is not as strong as she once was, especially when it comes to her auto attacks, because before auto attack scaling was 0.7, whereas now it's 0.3 for casters, so it's pretty much cut in half when it comes to auto attack damage. So she's definitely not going to be doing as much damage as she is now, but she's still a decent hero to play, and you guys should still know how to play her because she is a bit tricky, but fun to play when you know how to. So you're going to see a lot of team fights in this one. You're going to see a lot of gameplay, but also in a compact form. So let's just go over real quick on how to play her. So she's a caster, she's a mage. She basically focuses on all of her abilities, and she uses that damage from her abilities as burst damage to deal a lot of damage all at once when you combine them all. So you want to stack energy damage, and you want to stack mana. In the beginning especially, you want to get some mana up in there, and I like using Amp Crystal because it gives me damage and it gives me a lot of mana when I boost it up all the way for bonus. So you want to slot into her Gadget, into her Explosive Bomb first, then the Slow Grenade, and then the Speed Gate, which if you pass through it will speed you up and your allies, as you see it do to Twin Blast right here, helps us chase down this Grux, and I get the final shot on it because I'm a stingy motherfucker and I need that CP, bro. That's my CP, homie, not yours. I made that happen, Twin. See me get rooted like the good old days. But anyway, the way to play with Gadget is you want to make sure you don't miss her abilities. Her abilities are really hard to land, especially her sticky grenade. It has to hit the ground first before it actually attaches to somebody on their head. But, you know, you can use her abilities to escape very easily. Use the speed gate to get a bonus through it. Use the slow grenade behind you to slow down the enemy so they can't chase you down. And then you can also use her bomb on enemies that are trying to run away so that they can't, you know, enter into their auto sprint nowadays and run away from you too easily. So Gadget's just very long range, really good at poking, and that's kind of what you want to do. You want to play her like Howitzer. You know, always support your teammates with those speed gates, and the speed gates also speed up minions as well. So make sure to speed up your minions whenever you're trying to push a tower quick, because you can do that as well. Now you're going to see a good use of her ult. One of the cards that I do build on Gadget is Shockwave. You guys can check that out in my Beast Builds video, which is already up. But here, they're both in a corner. They're both melee heroes, and they're both low on mana, so I know that they're going to have a hard time trying to run out of there. Grux actually does manage to get out of there, but I root him, and I hit him with all my abilities at once, and that's how you deal some burst damage with Gadget. Again, not the strongest hero in the game, but still really good at what she does when it comes to poking and dealing a lot of upfront damage right away, especially in her ult, which you guys are going to be seeing way more and more in this gameplay. So again, we're going back and we're upgrading our staff to the adamant with more damage, and then later on we'll give her more health for later game, but you won't see the whole build in this game because it is a quick game. So check out my Beast Builds video if you want to see the whole deck and how I build Gadget. I'm going to help my teammate here in the jungle, and this is where Gadget is actually the best with her ult. Shockwave the enemy, use her dome, lock down a lane, and destroy a team, separate them during a team fight. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get more than that one Grux, but because of Gadget's long range and her slows and her, you know, poking capability, I don't let some of the enemies escape. You know, even with the slow right there, I managed to deal some more damage from far away and actually deal enough to the point where I can stick them with my mine from far away and they end up dying, which is such a great feeling when you just say boom and it says Gadget killed blah blah, and you see all that CP traveling towards you. It's fantastic. So definitely the biggest thing with Gadget in a fight is combo all of her abilities as much as you can, and yeah. It's good when it works, but a lot of the times, to be honest, it's really hard to combo them all together. So just try your best. Gadget is tricky to be good with, and that's why a lot of people don't like her, because she's not really a straightforward hero like a lot of other people are. It does take a little bit with her when it comes to you know, mastering her abilities and how to use them and how to time them and all that good stuff. So if you're ever trying to run away, you guys can always use the speed gate. And also, if you feel like you can out damage the enemy and you feel like they're gonna hit you a lot, but you're gonna hit them back and you're gonna be harder than them when it comes to hitting, you can actually use your ultimate, use your, you know, your seek and destroy mine, your gadget, your sticky grenade, all of that together, and stand still. Stand in the middle of your ult. So if they're a melee hero, they have to jump inside the ult to try and kill you. And again, here's a great usage of the ult in the jungle, dealing a lot of damage and just fantastic. You know, just a lot of burst damage, especially with that Orb Prime buff in the end there. So Gadget's really straightforward. Again, besides the normal laning, besides the normal casting and poking and all that kind of stuff, again, cannot stress this enough. Build her with a bit of mana, build her with health late game, build her with damage early game, because she is the best when it comes to mid and early game. She's not too good late game. She falls off a lot, and she's pretty much only good for separating teams during team fights with her ultimate and shockwave and crowd control combos. So make sure you know your limits as Gadget. Don't ever do more than you're supposed to. But right there, I go in there. You know, I see my ally tanking the tower, so I can run in there, use Shockwave, pop my ult, such a deadly combo, and take the inhibitor. And we're going to end up taking the court as well. So Gadget, you know, she's a simple concept, but her abilities take a long time to master. So if you are feeling kind of, you know, fortuitous, if you feel like you can master her pretty easily, if you feel like you want the challenge of mastering her, then go ahead and do it. She is fun to play once you know how to play with her. But again, in my opinion, she's not one of the stronger heroes, at least as of right now. Maybe she'll get a buff in the future. If you are watching this in the future and she's super OP and she's in every single tournament, well, then you know why, because she got buffed. But there we guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Kind of a straightforward guide, really. I mean, no shockers there. Trying to give you guys the best tips and tricks as simple as possible and as quick as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know how I'm doing. If you got to this point, drop Gadget Gal in the comment section below. And as always, make sure y'all have a wonderful day.